So, hello and welcome to another day in the life of an activist lawyer. This bird fountain in the middle of my office building gives me so much joy. So, later you're going to see me take you around my office. So you'll see my personal office, you'll see the bookshelf, you'll see the United Nations posters, because my organization falls under the banner of the United Nations. And as you know, the United States is a big funder of the United Nations, but US aid cuts have been happening across the entire world. Now, I don't necessarily think that any country is ever under an obligation to give international aid, because, fundamentally you've got to focus on your own citizens, although arguably the United States isn't really doing that. They're waging war on the entire world. But yeah, this question of the global north assisting the global south, is that reparations or is it just another form of neo imperialism? The infrastructure of the World Bank is also very contentious, but I'm not really going to get into those leftist considerations and those international law questions. I do think I might like to do my master's in international relations. Perhaps I'm just considering, I'm definitely going to do a master's. It's just the question of what. I don't think I'm going to do constitutional law and human rights, because I do find that to be a little bit too broad for my personal liking. Environmental law is a possibility, and Master of Arts in International Relations is also a possibility. I mean, I could always do both, but the question is, which masters do I do first? So anyway, this particular day that I was filming was not actually a clinic day, so we weren't seeing clients first thing. We had to go to court. So you'll see some short clips of Durban Magistrates Court. That's what the sign says. But High Court and Magistrates Court are in the same building, because High Court has been under construction for a very long time. It's a very old building. This is the Durban Central Business District. As you drive around, and you'll see the high-rise buildings. It's very beautiful, really. You'll see refugee social services here. So anytime they have events, my organization tries to pitch in and help as much as we can, and vice versa, because we have the same mission. We're trying to make refugees' lives better and just help them look forward within South Africa, rather than looking back to the war-torn countries that they've run from. So these next few clips are going to be theater, actually, and that's not necessarily my work, that's my fiance's work. I just think he is such a fantastic person, and I'm so fortunate to be marrying him, really. We share a love for musical theater specifically, but just any kind of theater. So if he's working the sound desk on any production, I can just sit with him behind the sound desk and just enjoy. We see this was a high school production, so it was teenagers on stage and their parents in the audience, but we've also watched professional performers, and it's just the most beautiful thing in the world to see, really. I very much believe in supporting the arts. I think governments can be hesitant to do that, especially within the developing world, because there's always something more urgent. There's access to clean water, basic education, housing, those kinds of things. But you can't wait for the perfect conditions before you support the arts. When people are struggling, that's when you need this so-called frivolity, but you also need the more hard-hitting art, the political things. We have this political cartoonist within South Africa called Zapiro, and he has been making those kinds of cartoons for many years now. And just watching these kids and the joy of dance and the joy of music, it's something that we really need. Many times I've watched some of these theater productions, and I've just been moved to tears because of the care and passion and joy that goes into creating something like this. I have such respect for educators as well. And, every day I wake up and I'm just so grateful for my life, the people that surround me, my fantastic fiance, my work. I dreamed of influencing policy, and now I'm influencing policy. It's just, my colleagues are fantastic. I'm just so incredibly grateful. So I would like to share that positivity and gratitude with you. And I just hope that you reach that stage in your life if you're not there right now. So anyway, you can like and subscribe and do all of that if you feel so inclined. And I really thank you for watching and for sharing in my life. And again, I just wish you absolutely all the best on your life's journey. And yeah, I hope that you can just feel this awe and wonder that I feel now at this stage. Things that I never thought were possible. So, no matter how crazy your dreams seem right now, I can assure you they are possible. Bye.